Y'all, it's still dark and raining. Oh my god, this is gnarly. This is sick though. Damn, I wish my shirt was off right now. This is a cool down if I'd ever. What's up, y'all? Dang, I got an early workout in today, but I was not expecting this rain whatsoever. This is so cool. I just got out of the sauna, so it's like, this is one way to cool off for sure. It's like the day's barely beginning. I don't know, it's super surreal. It's coming down pretty hard too. Got my little Peep pump cover on because always repping him. I made a whole video about him and just like why he's so important to me. Like his music getting me through some hard times, like being able to like feel those deeper parts of sadness that I wasn't able to express myself and listen to it in music was really cathartic for me. And so, you know, obviously some days you don't need to listen to it. You don't really feel that way, but it's nice to have it there when it's there. And, you know, Lil Peep forever. Like that's what's amazing is his music will literally like live on even if he didn't. So anywho, the back's really sick. The back has down the middle, it says Lil Peep forever, and then there's like a little tag. It's just so beautiful. So highly recommend checking out the Lil Peep merch. Yeah, so definitely just a little change in my routine. However, I'm gonna need to start working out early, but didn't do as much cardio today because just didn't. I just honestly wanted to. I was feeling honestly inspired by Lean Beef Patty. She's amazing. She's literally so cool. She's one of my favorite vloggers. I love that she just literally has the body of like better than any guy I've seen, to be honest. And like that's impressive. I'm like, how are her genetics just so perfect that she's like that? Obviously she's also just, I think she's naturally strong, but she's lifting like heavy. And so anyways, she was like inspired. I laid low on the cardio. I'm a cardio girl at heart. I was a runner to begin with, but there is so much beauty in like just strength training and like body, like lifting. And so there's another kind of piece, but anywho, you'd think that the gym's like gonna be empty that early, but it's not. People's days are starting. Yeah, so I basically just literally, it's so savage to me to just like roll out of bed and like bench press. Like there's no grace to that at all. It's kind of gross, to be honest. It's like barely warmed up, like you just get right into lifting, start listening to like Animal I've Become like way too early, and it's like it's too early for this shit. Getting gas, you know, I was like just an optimist for so long, but you just get to a point where you're just like, honestly, like life fucking sucks, bro. Sometimes like I need to let it out. Sorry. And if you don't agree, y'all don't have to listen, but this is where I'm gonna vent about this. Life fucking sucks. Like girls can't go to the gym without even having, like, they constantly have to worry about people like coming up on their personal space. This is the funniest thing though. Like I was working out today and this guy like just straight up comes up right behind me quickly, like big guy, like, yo, first of all, get to know your own, this is where healing comes in and no one actually does it. Get to know your own body. Okay, so like, first of all, and I'm like, I said to him, I'm like, personal space. And he was like, well, I wouldn't that's like, I've heard it before, then perfect. This is like, I don't want your attention. just personal space, and like hopefully he gets the message and it's clear. Like, and I'm like, I used to just be nice to anybody, but now it's like, bro, sometimes you have to cut that shit off before it even begins. Otherwise, you like, you know, you have to like give, like when you're trying to work out, you have to like talk to people. And it's like, I don't know about, some people like to do that, and hell yeah, go for it. But me, I don't get a lot of alone time with working out. I don't have my own gym. So when I'm at the gym, it's like, yeah, I'm dedicated to my workout. And like, are you going to try to distract me? Like, please don't. Please don't. And like, that's a special time for me. Anyways, like, so I had to make it clear. I'm like, just, anyways, I know I suck, but that's what the cards I've been dealt. It's just who I am. So, and I didn't want to, 'cause I wanted to try to like, you know, be friendlier. It's not for me. It's not. I need to be clear about, hey, I'm literally here to work out, and honestly, the eyes on like any attention like just makes me uncomfortable, and it's not my insecurity. I'm a like confident girl. It's just, has girls ever dealt with this? Like, I know mine's more extreme, but like, do you guys just get like annoyed when people like simply try to distract you from your workout? Like, I don't know. Everyone's different, but that's kind of just how I feel. Like, if I had a private gym at home that I could afford, I would have it. But it's just not the case right now. And so, and I feel protective of myself in there. Like, you know, like, it's a time for me to connect with my body, not anyone else. I do not give permission to anybody else to be near my body. And it's as simple as that. Like, that should be common sense. I just like, it's funny because the guy like automatically was like, well, I wouldn't even want to. Like, I wouldn't even try. Then why are we here, bro? Like, why are we here? Like, as if I'd be offended by that. But I'm like, thank God. Like, at least, like, thank God. You know? At that point, it's like, now it's clear. Hopefully. I grew up a people pleaser. So I would, like, even if someone, like, intimidated me or scared me, I would, like, keep quiet. But now I think it's better off this way. Because now there's, like, I'm being real. I'm being honest with you. I'm not being fake. And I've been told I've been fake before, too. So make up your mind. Like, someone was like, yeah. So that's the real me. And wow, it's like, you're going to shame a woman for having boundaries around her body. Like, do you know what some women have been through? Worse than me. I've been through some bad stuff, but like, damn. And like, yo, I'm not opposed to making friends, but also, like, that's what I go to grief support for. Okay. Damn. Anyway, to all my like homies out here who are genuinely dedicated to the workout, I see you. Like, to the men that have their heads down and they're grinding out, like, respect. And I saw a few, like, respect. But to the ones that are like making loud noises, trying to, like, literally looking at you while you're trying to I've had a guy dead ass while he was lifting try to stare me in the eyes. I had never been more terrified in my life. So look, from a girl perspective, it's cringe. But from even like if you homies dude perspective, it's like weird. So on all levels. But yeah, to the guys with their heads down, like hats on, grinding out, minding their business, I appreciate you, and I'm glad that there are other people they're out there. I don't know why. I should have known, maybe. I don't know. That's why the weight room can just be an interesting place, for real. Like, there was a guy walking up to the mirror, hitting his legs, like, screaming at himself. And I'm like, just, you know what I mean? It's like, it's too fucking early for this. And I'm telling you, like, that's no way. And here's the thing. That's no way. If there's a girl you are actually interested in, because it's not me, right? I don't think she would even be turned on by you punching your leg, screaming at a mirror. Like, if you want my advice, fellas, we all love a mysterious, hot gym guy. That's just the truth. I'm honestly probably speaking for most women. Like, or, you know, at least that's my type. Yeah. Anywho, this is all my energy because I can't, like, because if you say anything, you're like, you know, you're not cool. So this is like me. This is my outlet for it. So I hope I know there are people who are like, but damn, like, benching is such a good way to like just take all that energy you have and put it into your workout. If you couldn't tell, I'm like a drill sergeant. I'm not there for looking at you. Like, some guys just want you to even look at them, and it's like, you couldn't pay me. You couldn't pay me. Yeah. Or, like, maybe you could pay me. You could pay me, like, $100 to, like, look at you. And look, you probably are probably like, girl, no one would ever pay you that. You're not any, like, then perfect. Okay? Then just, like, keep that up. Also, it was a great arm workout when you're waiting to feel what's hard to do the rest of the day. You're like, okay, is it gonna hurt to, you know, drum, or is it gonna hurt to, but like, I'm already feeling it with my car driving. Like, that's how you know. I literally love arms are my favorite. Like, I hate working out legs. I truly do. Like, it's just so much. There's just so much, like, heaviness. I mean, in a way, it's, like, easier because you can take your weights into, like, a separate room and just go ham with some free weights. But, like, if you're doing it, like, the OG way with the squat rack, it's like, damn, that can take time. It can take time. Squatting is really, I mean, weightlifting is an art form for sure. And I have to remember that. Because otherwise I'll speed up. And it's actually something that you shouldn't be doing too quickly. I mean, there's momentum for certain workouts, but when it comes to, like, you know, actually training proper form and things like that. But that's the thing. It's like, yo, that's why you go into fight or flight mode in these moments, because you don't want to be in there. It's like, get me the fuck out of here as soon as possible. Like, let me finish this workout as soon as possible. So I have to remind myself, slow down. Just slow down. You know, it is really coming down. What's up, guys? I just made a super simple, all vegan soup that turned out absolutely delicious. It's a creamy cauliflower soup. Literally about 5 ingredients. I might have added some oat milk in here, but I don't even think I did. It was vegan butter. That's what I added. That's the secret. It's not that healthy. Anyways, let me show you guys. This is how it turned out, and it's seriously so delicious, and it's already, I can tell that it's, so you can tell if something's either, when you eat it, it can be really good, right? But you feel this like weird inflammation and congestion. That's how you know it's probably not the best ingredients, and those ingredients are quite possibly incompatible with your body. Maybe you're lactose intolerant. Some people can handle butter. I prefer vegan butter. I love butter, like every so often I love butter and bread, but this is like if you're just trying to keep it light. I just added some Earth Balance, but basically here it is. All I did was I boiled a head of I would have showed you guys, but I was not sure. I've never made it before. I should have just done it, but I knew it'd be good. I did a head of this. I boiled it, literally just added it right into the pot. I used alkaline water to soak it. I added alkaline water to soak it because it's like a sponge. It's going to be absorbing whatever water or liquid you put in there with it. So I let that boil for about 15 minutes, feel around until the cauliflower is soft. I added on top of that, while it was boiling, I added olive oil, I added salt, I added lemon juice, and I added a few cashews because I saw them hanging around. I wasn't necessarily going to, but they'll add a creamier texture, and just like fresh garlic. Then I just blended it all up I added fresh garlic to the blender. And if I had nutritional yeast, I would have put nutritional yeast, but I didn't. It still turned out good. And a lot of lemon. So fresh, literally all it is, the base. You boil cauliflower, you add your lemon, you add your garlic, you add your vegan butter, blend it up, and you have a super creamy cauliflower soup. I'm so thrilled with how it turned out. It's a rainy day. It's warm, it's light, and it's creamy, and I am just so excited to eat it. But I also had prepped some pizza dough, like hand made pizza dough, and I didn't want it to go to waste, and I have another one in the fridge, so I made some pizza too, and I was not supposed to eat this heavy today, but it looks so good. Literally, it was just pizza dough from Whole Foods, pizza flour from Whole Foods, and I just followed their step by step. It's so super simple. Add yeast, water, and you're all set to go. I just did some caramelized onions and tomatoes on the stove and olive oil, and added some Parmesan cheese. If I had vegan cheese, I would have done that, but we don't have any. Anywho, I will post the recipe for that in the description. Also, I just posted the first half of my new podcast today, and it's basically commentary of a conversation regarding grief, which between Anderson Cooper and Francis Weller. Now, I was recommended this podcast by a grief therapist, and it completely changed my life. I had never heard other people describe the pain of grief in their own words and in a way that touched me so profoundly. So I was like, I have so much to say about this. Thank you so much for setting this platform up and making me feel not so alone. Genuinely, that's really what it is at the end of the day, and not so misunderstood. Because grief, and it's even worse because not a lot of people deal with grief at a young age. So it's like, when you don't know how to express it, you feel super isolated. And this is it was a breath of fresh air. So honestly, even if you haven't grieved anyone, this will eventually hit you at one point or someone you love. And to better understand it, this will help you better understand it. And it's also just about being human And there's truths in here that will affect you no matter what, if you've grieved or not. Truths like, if you don't feel your pain, you can't feel your joy. And that's huge. And we all know that too. It's like, but for whatever reason, we feel like people are going to think we're selfish for getting in touch with our emotions. It's not the case. It's selfless to get in touch with your emotions. That way you can serve as support for someone who might be dealing with something someone in your life that needs you to, that type of depth and, compassion is really what it is. So highly recommend. Check it out. Link is in bio. I'm actually going to probably post it to YouTube too. It's on Spotify right now. You can follow my Instagram and the link is in there.